पावन पुण्य सवेरा, से आए अपने आप को जानो, राजयोग के द्वारा अपना परम पिता पहचानो। इसी राजपथ पर चलकर पालो अपना बसेरा। तुम हो आत्मा तन से न्यारे, परमात्मा को प्यारे, दिव्य गुणों को धारण करके योगी बनो दुलारे। ज्योति बिंदु ही तोड़ेगा ये माया मोह का घेरा। अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है, पहने रहना गुणों का यूं ही गहना है।
करते चलो सबको प्यार, देते चलो सत्कार।
तुम्हें तारों से आगे निकलना है।
प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है।
प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है। गगन से ऊंचे रखो विचार, धरती जैसा धैर्य अपार। नैनों में रूहानी प्यार, नैनों में रूहानी प्यार।
बेहद में रहना नाहद में ठहरना, सदा नदिया सा बहते रहना है। प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है।
प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है। मुस्कान मिले। जैसे हो गुलिस्तान खिले, होठों को मुस्कान मिले। जग को जीवन दान मिले, आए गम की न हवाएं,
देते रहो दुआएं, नहीं अवगुण को मन में धरना है।
प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है, प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है। कथनी करनी एक बने, कर्म तुम्हारे नेक बने। देख के और अनेक बने, देख के और अनेक बने। तुमको योगी बन के रहना,
पावन पावन ऐसे बनना, जैसे निर्मल सा झरता झरना है।
प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है, पहने रहना गुणों का यूं ही गहना है।
करते चलो सबको प्यार, देते चलो सत्कार।
तुम्हें तारों से आगे निकलना है। प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है, प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है।
डिपार्टमेंट में माताएं बहनों की बहुत आवश्यकता है, तो प्लीज़ अभी उठ के 100 माताएं बहनें प्लीज़ जो भी जा सकते तो प्लीज़ जाइए, अभी जाइए, बहुत आवश्यक है। हाथ उठाएंगे, कौन जाएंगे? प्लीज़ थोड़ा हाथ उठाएंगे। 100 माताएं बहनें, ये तो थोड़े ही लोगों ने उठाए। देखिए वहाँ भी मुरली आपको सुनने को मिलेगी, तो जानने वाले मेहमान हैं, सबका रास्ते का बहुत ज़रूरी आवश्यक देना है, तो प्लीज़ थोड़ा जाइए। हाँ वहाँ टीवी भी लगी हुई है, सब मुरली सुन सकते लाइव हुआ, तो प्लीज़ अभी
ओम शांति।
अपने साकार रूप के महावाक्यों के द्वारा हम बच्चों को पुनः पुनः याद दिला रहे हैं।
Today Baba frequently reminds his children through his Sakar Baba's Murli versions that children, you are the ones who are going to become deities, and you must become. So if you want to become a deity, you must imbibe divine virtues. It's quite natural. It's our choice
बनना चाहते हैं,
whether do we wish to become deities.
तो गुणों की धारणा भी तो हमको ही करनी है।
Then we have to imbibe divine virtues.
सोचना वो क्यों नहीं कर रहा, वो ऐसे कर रहा था।
So if we get into these things, someone is doing like that, he is not imbibing this. So respected Janki Dadi ji once said that there was one sister.
दादी के पास है, दादी
She came to Dadi and she said, Dadi, should I tolerate all the time?
मुझे ही सहन करना है। दादी का उत्तर बहुत अच्छा था।
Dadi's response was just wonderful. Dadi said, you only have to tolerate because you have to become deity.
तुमको देवता बनना है तो तुम
If you wish to become a deity, then you have to tolerate. So it's our choice.
हमने देवता बनने का लक्ष्य अपनी मर्जी से लिया है।
So, did I wish to become a deity when I have chosen this aim? Then obviously we have to, if I have chosen to become, then I have to imbibe divine virtues.
दूसरा, आज बाबा व्यापारियों को बहुत वरदान दे रहे हैं।
Today, Baba gives blessings to the
और एक होते हैं बिजनेस।
business people. There are two categories. One categories of officers who just gives advices
लिमिटेड तनख्वाह मिलती
because they just receive their salary.
है, धनी होते हैं।
They are very wise,
और जो बिजनेसमैन होता है
and the business people,
कहते हैं वो बड़ा होशियार होता है।
business men are usually smart, and they always look for their own benefits, and they only invest their money in such areas where they earn maximum benefit. And Baba also praises Kumaris. Of course, the householders, of course, have to climb the ladder and they have to come down, but Kumaris don't have to. There is no need to come down the ladder. Of course, you can have that fast progress. Let's listen to Baba's direct versions.
13 अक्टूबर 2025।
So, date is 13th October 2025. The essence is, sweet children, you have to become deities. So, renounce the defects of Maya.
अवगुणों का त्याग करो।
So, to get angry, to beat someone, to harass someone, to perform bad acts, to steal are the great sins.
करना, बुरा काम करना, चोरी चकारी करना, ये सब महापाप है। प्रश्न पूछा गया है,
Question:
इस ज्ञान में कौन से बच्चे तीखे जा सकते हैं?
which children can quickly go ahead in this knowledge? Which ones experience a loss?
अपना पोता मेल रख
Answer: those who know how to keep their accounts can go ahead very quickly in this knowledge.
तीखे जा सकते हैं। घाटा उनको पड़ता है
It is those who don't remain soul conscious who experience a loss.
बाबा कहते,
Baba says, businessmen have the habit of keeping their accounts, therefore, here too, they can go ahead very fast.
वो यहाँ भी तीखे जा सकते हैं। गीत बजा है, मुखड़ा देख ले प्राणी,
Song: Oh man, look at your face in the mirror of your heart. Om Shanti.
रूहानी पाठधारी बच्चों प्रति
Om Shanti. The Father explains to you, children, who are spiritual actors. It is because it is souls who play their parts in this unlimited play.
इस बेहद के नाटक है तो मनुष्यों का ना, बच्चे
The paths are for human beings. You children are making effort.
फल वेद शास्त्र पढ़ते हैं,
Although people study the Vedas and scriptures and worship Shiva, the father says,
आप कहते हैं इनसे कोई मेरे को प्राप्त नहीं,
the father says, no one can attain me through any of those because
क्योंकि
the path of devotion is the path of descending.
प्राप्त कर सकते, लॉजिक है,
There is a logic behind that. Baba says, because devotion is the path of descending.
क्योंकि
Can we have a response?
हरिलाल भाई क्या कहते हैं,
Harilal brother?
और
Anyone?
नरेंद्र भाई है ना,
Satyendra brother?
क्योंकि
Why?
क्योंकि गंगाराम भाई,
Gangaram brother?
राइट, क्योंकि उतर
Because
चला,
that's the path of descending.
ऊपर जा ही नहीं सकते,
You cannot have ascending stage on the path of devotion because that's the time to descend. There is salvation through this knowledge. Therefore, there surely must
जिसको
be something through which you descend.
शिवलिंग को जब
There is a play that no one knows about. When they worship a lingam of Shiva, they don't call that the Brahma element. So, whom do they worship? They consider that to be God and worship Him. When you first began to perform devotion, you created a diamond Shiva lingam. Then you became poor, so you made them of stone. The diamond Shivlingam at that time must have been around 4 to 5,000 rupees, and at this time the present equivalent value must have been 5 to 7 lakhs. The diamonds that were used at that time are now very difficult to find. People have stone intellect, so without having any of this knowledge, they just worship stone.
जब ज्ञान है
When you have this knowledge, you don't have to worship anyone.
चैतन्य सम्मुख में है,
Now you only remember the one who is personally in front of you in a living form. You understand that your sins will be absolved by having remembrance.
गीत में भी कहते हैं, हे बच्चों
In the song, it is said, O children, souls are called conscious beings. Once that living soul leaves the body, then there is only that corpse. Souls leave their bodies and souls are imperishable.
शरीर में प्रवेश कर
When a soul enters the body becomes alive.
बाप कहते हैं, हे आत्माएं
The Father says, O souls, look inside yourselves and see to what extent you have imbibed divine virtues.
कोई विकार तो नहीं है,
Are there any vices in you?
चोरी चकारी
Do you have any devilish traits of stealing, etc.?
नहीं है ना, आसुरी कर्तव्य करने से
By performing devilish acts, you fall and then you are unable to claim a high status. You must definitely finish all your bad habits.
देवता अब खराब आते कौन से,
And what are the bad acts? Baba just explains.
उसके बाद और आ रहे
Baba just explained the deities never get angry with anyone.
आतम भाई कोई ऐसा चित्र देखा जिसमें देवता गुस्सा करते,
Atam brother, have you come across any picture where deities get angry?
ऋषियों को गुस्सा करते बताया,
Of course, it's mentioned in the scriptures like rishis and munis, they get angry.
देवी ने वो शक्तियां हैं,
You have to correct, those are shown as Shaktis.
बाण देकर देखो कैसी लगेगी,
Just give this bow and arrow to Lakshmi and just see how it looks, how she looks.
उपनिषदों की वेदों की मास्टर वो है देखा कभी ऋषियों को
We have one small child who is sitting here who, is who has done mastery in Vedas. So, have you seen? No.
गुस्से वाला नहीं दिखा
So, deities are never shown as being angry.
कितनी मारे खाते हैं
So, here you experience a lot of beatings from devils because you are becoming a part of the deity community. Maya becomes your enemy.
माया के अवगुण काम करते हैं
The defects of Maya continue to work, to beat someone, to harass someone, to perform bad acts are all sins. You children must remain very clean and pure. To steal also is a great sin. You have been promising the Father, Baba, you alone and no one else is mine. I will only remember you. Although they sing this on the path of devotion, they don't know what happens by having remembrance. They don't know the Father at all. On the one hand, they say that he is beyond name and form. On the other hand, they worship a Shivlingam.
तुमको अच्छी रीति समझकर फिर समझा
You have to understand this very well and then explain it to others. Baba says,
करो कि महान आत्मा किसको कहा जाए
so you can judge
श्री कृष्ण
yourselves whom should be called a great soul. The Sri Krishna, who is a small child and is a prince of the golden age, a great soul, or is an iron-aged person of today, a great soul. Sri Krishna is never born through vice. That's the viceless world. And this is a vicious world.
निर्विकारी को
You can give, it's a very important point. It's of course a secret. Baba says you can give many titles to those who are viceless. What title can be given to those who are vicious?
चारी दो एक बाप
Only the Father can make you elevated. He is the highest on high. All the human beings are actors.
पाठधारी हैं
Therefore, they definitely have to come to play their parts.
आप देखो जब महिमा गाते हैं
Even you should have observed when you sing the praise of anyone or when you sing the praise of deities, they sing their praise a lot, and how many titles are used and in how many forms they have been praised. So have you heard the praise of the demons or devils? So have you heard the praise of vicious beings? No, never.
सत्युग है श्रेष्ठ मनुष्यों की दुनिया जानवर आदि सब श्रेष्ठ है वहाँ माया रावण ही
So the golden age is the world of elevated human beings. Even all the animals, etc., there are elevated. Maya, the Ravan, doesn't exist there, and there aren't any degraded animals there. There is no mention of vice in the golden age. You know how children will be born there. There is no vice there. That's the power of yoga which is present in the world. People, so the people show that this is the Hindi term that is called Pavan Putra. Baba says various examples are there in the scriptures which signify the power of yoga. You can't become the masters of the world without making effort. The Father says, I am making you into the deity, so you have to check yourself thoroughly. Who should make effort? We have to make effort on ourselves in an incognito way. It's not something visible. Baba says that intense incognito effort is required.
तुम्हारी आत्मा बिंदी है
Just like your soul is a tiny point of light. In the same way, the Father is also a tiny point of light. There is nothing to get confused.
कोई कहते हैं हम देखें
Some of you say, Baba, we want to see you. The Father says, you have been doing a lot of worshipping, that is a lot of devotion of the ones you are able to see. You didn't get any benefit in doing that. I am now explaining everything to you accurately. The soul is not something, a gross product, or neither the Supreme Soul is a product or something in gross which can be shown to explain to people. So Baba says, I am explaining everything to you accurately because I am filled with that whole part. I am the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. No child would call his worldly father this. Only the one is called this. The sannyasis don't have the children who would call them the father. They don't belong to the family path. So obviously they don't create their creations, so there is no matter in calling them the father. So sannyasis don't follow. Only the one is called. Sannyasis don't have children who would call them the father, and this one is the father of all the souls, the one who gives you the inheritance. Sannyasis don't follow the family path. The father sits here and explains that you are the ones who have taken 84 births. At first you were Sato Pradhan and then you started to come down. You would not call yourself supreme. You consider yourselves to be degraded. The father repeatedly says the main thing is to check whether you have vices in you or not. Write your chart every night. Businessmen always keep accounts. The government servants can't keep accounts. They get a fixed salary. The businessman can go very quickly. They can go ahead in the path of knowledge. All the businessmen can raise their hands high. We have mothers who are into business. Yeah, we can see. Do we have any officers in the list? Of course we have. That's why Baba says a businessman can very quickly go ahead in the path of this knowledge. Educated officers can't go ahead as fast as the businessman. In business today, they can earn 50 rupees and tomorrow they can earn 60. Sometimes they incur the loss. The pay of the government servants is fixed. In this income too, if you aren't soul conscious, then you experience the loss. You mothers don't do business. For you, it's even easier. It's easy for you Kumaris too, because mothers have had to come down the ladder. It's the greatness of those who make so much effort. Your Kumaris haven't gone into vice. What's there to renounce? Men find it very difficult. They have to look after their family and their clan. They have to come down the ladder they have climbed up. Maya slaps them frequently and makes them fall. You have now become BKs. Kumaris are pure. The greatest love a wife has is for her husband. You have to remember the husband of all husbands, that is the Supreme Soul, and forget everyone else. Parents have attachment to their children. Children are ignorant of attachment. Attachment begins after they get married. First, they love their wife, then they start pushing her up the ladder of vice. A Kumari is viceless, so she is worshipped. You are called Brahma Kumaris. You become praiseworthy, then Saroj sister. You become praiseworthy, then become worthy of worship. Radha sister is responding. Do you have Murli in your hand? No. Can Swapna sister respond? What do you become after becoming praiseworthy? Listen. Once you become praiseworthy at this time, you become worthy of worship. There are two terms, praiseworthy and worthy of worship. The Father is your teacher, so you children should have the intoxication of being students. God will definitely make you into God's.
दीपेंद्र भाई,
Deependra brother.
कौन सा नशा लेना चाहिए?
What intoxication must be there?
सतीश में
Satish brother.
ब्रह्मा कुमार का राइट नजदीक का उत्तर, थोड़ा और इसी लाइन में चलो आगे। चेतन
Just
में
guess. Chetan brother.
इसी लाइन में आगे चलो, जबरदस्त नशा है।
This is the greatest intoxication. One should have that. God is making you into.
बीके तो हैं
Of course, we are BKs. There is something else also.
जी, तुम बच्चों को
So Baba says, you children should have the intoxication that you are Baba's students.
नहीं चढ़ा नशा,
You
नहीं चढ़ता नशा।
you were not intoxicated?
दादियों को जबरदस्त नशा।
Dadis had a lot of intoxication.
दादी ऑलराउंडर से पूछा,
If you ask Dadi all round, if you were to ask her, Dadi, how could you
80s में थी दादी,
be so active? Because she was around 80 years at that time.
कैसे हो? कहती गॉडली स्टूडेंट है ना,
Because I'm godly student.
स्टूडेंट है ना, पर नशा
That's the intoxication. So we have to remind ourselves.
कोई बहुत अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी
If a student gets admission in one of the top universities, what an intoxication and what a pride that student will have.
होता है ना नशा।
Of course, the student has that intoxication. I belong to so and so university. And which university is asked? It's the top. So how much intoxication should we have? What a incredible student life.
दिन तक हर एक को, चाहे दीदी थे, मनमोहनी दीदी,
Whether you consider anyone's life, that is Didi Manmohini ji or Dadi Prakashmani ji or anyone.
अभी ब्रिजमोहन भाई,
Now, respected Brijmohan brother, he just heard the Murli the day before he left his mortal coil. That is, he heard the Murli on 9th, 8th, and he left the next day.
किसके स्टूडेंट?
Whose students are we?
अगर एक दिन प्रिंसिपल क्लास कराने आ जाए,
For instance, if a principal visits the classroom any day, we were very happy and we used to tell everyone that the principal came to our class. And here, who is teaching us what intoxication he should maintain?
हम स्टूडेंट हैं,
So, Baba reminds us that we are God's students, so God will definitely make you into gods and goddesses. It's explained to you that God is one, all others are brothers, and there is no other connection.
प्रजापिता ब्रह्मा
Creation is through Prajapita Brahma, and then the number grows. It can't be said that the number of souls grow.
सुना, आत्माओं की वृद्धि,
The number of souls
आत्मा अजर अमर अविनाशी
never grows because
टुकड़े नहीं होते,
the souls can neither be replaced or can be split.
बहुत आते रहते हैं,
So Baba says, it's the number of human beings that grows. There is a limited number of souls. Many continue to come. As long as there are some up there in the supreme abode,
फाउंडेशन
they will continue to come down. The tree continues to grow. It's not going to dry up. The tree is compared to a banyan tree. Dadis used to send us to Kolkata to just visit, to see that tree. There is no foundation, but the rest of the tree is still standing. It's the same with you.
मनुष्यों को थोड़े पता
There is no foundation. There is still one or another sign of that. Even now, they continue to build temples. Human beings don't know when the kingdom of deities existed or when it went, where it went to. So it is you Brahmins who have this knowledge. Human beings don't even know that the form of the Supreme Soul is just a point. It's also written in the Gita that his form is that of eternal unlimited light. Previously, many used to have visions according to their devotion. They would become very red. They would say, enough, I can't tolerate anymore. That was just a vision. The father says there is no benefit in having visions here. The main thing is the pilgrimage of remembrance. Just as a mercury slips away, in the same way, the remembrance also repeatedly slips away. No matter how much one wants to remember the father, other thoughts emerge. It's in this remembrance you must raise. It's not that the sins will be absolved instantly. It does take time. If you reach the karmatit stage now, your bodies won't remain. However, no one can attain karmatit stage at.
को नहीं पा सकते।
If you did,
एक इम्पोर्टेंट रीजन है,
it's one of the significant reason.
अभी कोई नहीं पा सकते। जिस समय बाबा साकार में थे उस
During Sakar Baba's time, this point became relevant. Why no one can attain that karmatit stage? Can Bharat Bhushan brother respond?
क्योंकि पहला नंबर ब्रह्मा को बनना है कर्मातीत।
Because it is Brahma Baba who had to become karmatit in the first number. So when Baba becomes, then we follow Brahma Baba and then we become.
फिर उनको सत्योगी शरीर कर्मातीत अवस्था को नहीं पा सकते। रीजन बाबा ने
And Baba says, because if the soul becomes karmatit, leaves the body, then the soul would need a golden aged body. Now, you children must only remember the Father. Continue to check yourselves. Do I perform any bad acts?
पोता मेल जरूर रखना है।
You definitely have to keep a chart. Such businessman can become rich very quickly. The Father has this knowledge and he is giving it to you. The Father says, this knowledge is fixed in my soul.
आत्मा ने
I will tell you the knowledge that I told you a cycle ago in exactly the same way.
ये जो कल्प पहले ज्ञान दिया था,
I will only explain to you, children. No one else knows.
तुम इस सृष्टि चक्र
You know this world cycle, and the parts that all actors play are fixed. There can't be any changes, nor can anyone become free from playing his part.
छुटकारा पा सकता है। हाँ, बाकी
As for the rest of the time they receive liberation, you are all rounders. You take 84 births, all the rest will stay at home and they come down later. Those who want eternal liberation will not come here. They will go back at the end. They will not listen to this knowledge. Those who would wish to receive that eternal liberation, they will not come here. They will just come at the later part. They don't listen to this knowledge. They just come down and go back like mosquitoes. You are studying according to the drama. You understand that Baba also taught Raj Yoga 5,000 years ago.
ऐसे राजयोग सिखाया था। तुम
You explain to others it is Shiv Baba who speaks this. You understand how elevated you were and how very degraded you have become.
अब कितने
The Father is now making you elevated, therefore you must make effort.
ऐसा पुरुषार्थ करना चाहिए ना। जहाँ
You come here in order to be refreshed. This place is called Madhuban.
पड़ा है, बोलो विजय दीदी, बोलो तुम
Vijay sister, you come here to get refreshed. What's the name given to this place?
अरे ये तो हमारे मुख पर होना चाहिए था। बोलो भावना में, हाँ?
Can Bhavna sister respond? This place is called Madhuban.
आते यहाँ रिफ्रेश होने, इसका नाम ही पड़ा है मधुबन। बाबा कहता तुम्हारी कलकत्ता बॉम्बे में थोड़ी मुरली चलाते हैं।
Baba says, Baba doesn't speak the Murlis in your Kolkata or Mumbai. So Murli is only played in Madhuban.
बाजी और कहीं मुरली नहीं चलती है।
So Murli is just spoken at Madhuban. So in order to be refreshed, you have to come to the Father to listen to the Murlis. Many new points continue to emerge. You can feel the difference when you listen to the Murli directly. As you go further, you will see many parts. If Father, Baba were to tell you everything beforehand, all the taste would be lost.
ऐसे होता है ना, अगर आप कोई स्टोरी सुन रहे हो तो उसका एंड पहले
So if you are watching a movie, if the climax is told in the beginning, then you will not enjoy that movie. So Baba says, as you progress, Baba will reveal the few things of the drama. It gets emerged gradually. 1 second is not the same as the next. The Father has come to do spiritual service, therefore it's the duty of you children to do spiritual service. At least tell everyone to remember the Father. What do you mean by spiritual service? At least you can tell, remember the Father and become pure. It is in purity that they fail because they don't have remembrance. You children should have a great deal of happiness. You are sitting personally in front of the unlimited Father whom no one knows. Mahendra brother, why should we be happy? We are sitting in front of the unlimited Father. Tell something which will raise the intoxication and make us more happy. Baba says, we are sitting personally in front of the unlimited Father. That's not it's the common thing, but the speciality or the difference is no one knows such a Father and we are sitting in front of such a Father. Only Shiv Baba is the ocean of knowledge and remove your intellects from the bodily beings. This is Shiv Baba's chariot. If you don't have regard for him, you will have to endure great punishment from Dharmaraj. You have to have regard for the seniors. There is so much regard for the Adi Dev. Since there is so much regard for non-living idols, how much regard should there be for the living ones? When there is a lot of regard for the non-living idols, when such souls are in the living form, how much regard should be given? Acha, to you sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and say good morning. And good morning from the mother, father and Bab Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning, namaste to the mother, father and Bab Dada. The essence for dharana, the first one, check yourself and imbibe divine virtues, remove all bad habits. Promise Baba that, Baba, I will never perform any bad act. Second one, in order to attain the karmatit stage, raise in remembrance, remain present on spiritual service, have regard for your seniors. Today's blessing, may you become an intense effort maker and make any difficulties easy by learning the lesson of follow the Father. How can you make anything difficult as easy? What blessing did you receive? Follow Father. You have to just follow the footsteps. The Father has made everything right, so we just have to go behind him. We have to follow, that's all. What did Baba say in last morning's Murli about this intense effort? Everybody heard, right? What did Baba say? You have to just give. Baba said one thing particularly, determination. You must be determined to make that effort. Of course, we make efforts. We sometimes increase the speed, but we don't have the power of determination. Sometimes it takes that break. Baba says that you should have that power of determination to intensify your efforts. So today's blessing, may you become an intense effort maker and make any difficulties easy by learning the lesson of follow the Father.
व लास्ट पुरुषार्थ में सफलता प्राप्त करने के लिए पहला पाठ है
In order to make any difficulties easy and to achieve success in the last effort, the first lesson you have to learn is follow the Father.
एक रस और तीव्र पुरुषार्थी बन जाए, क्योंकि किसी भी
It is this first lesson that will bring you close in the last stage. By learning this lesson, you will become free from making mistakes, free from forgetting, and be a constant intense effort maker. This is because you would find any situation difficult because you use your own intellect instead of following the Father. By not following, you become trapped in the trap of your own thoughts. Then it takes so much of your time and energy. If you continue to follow, both your time and energy will be saved and it gets accumulated.
जमा हो जाएगी।
Slogan. In order to imbibe honesty and cleanliness, make your nature easy.
अपने स्वभाव को सरल बनाओ। आगे दिशा रे मनसा सेवा चल रही है ना, जितना स्वयं को मनसा
The busier you keep yourself in serving with your mind, the more easily you will become a conqueror of Maya. Don't have the feeling just for yourself, but also do the service of transforming others with your good wishes and pure feelings.
और शुभ कामना द्वारा परिवर्तित करने की सेवा करो। भावना और
Let there be a balance of your feelings with the knowledge and love and yoga. You have to become benevolent, so now become unlimited world benefactors.
विश्व कल्याणकारी बनो। बाबा कहते कल्याणकारी जो बनो, कल की मुरली थी ना, कोई सेंटर पे
Yesterday's Murli Baba said that sometimes we restrict ourselves that we are the benefactors of the center, then state, or like that. Baba tells you have to become the unlimited world benefactors. So these were the sweet versions of
आज की मुरली क्या रही?
Baba's Murli. What was today's Murli about?
क्या रही?
It's about
कोई भी ऐसा काम
It's about not performing any act which is against against the signs or qualifications
इतना काफी जो देवता
of becoming a deity. So which is not worthy, we should not do. Om Shanti.
सभी भाई बहनों के लिए शाम का संगठन
The evening meditation from 6 to 8 is at conference hall.
आए हैं उनके
All the guests who have come for the global summit, their certificates have been prepared.
आनंद भवन एजुकेशन
The guides can collect them from Anand Bhavan reception office after 9 a.m. There is an announcement from pad office.
जोन सब जोन सेक्शन सेंटर्स
All the sisters of subzone and centers and Gita Pathshalas, in order to, you have to
जमा करने के लिए रिन्यूअल सर्टिफिकेट
visit the pad
बोर्ड पेट्रोल में रिन्यूअल अपडेट्स जानने हैं
office.
जानकारी के लिए आप 10 बजे
You have to be at training center hall number 3 in order to submit the forms, in order to check your status, in order to know all the information with relevant to the center registration and other details.
होगा वर्तमान समय नए सर्टिफिकेट नहीं दिए जाएंगे।
Now new certificates cannot be allocated to any of the centers. Now Lalit brother is going to present a poem.
Om Shanti.
हम सबके अति प्रिय
Om Shanti.
बाप दादा के नयनों के नूर और ब्राह्मण परिवार की शान
Our sweet,
ब्रिजमोहन भाई जी को
respected Brajmohan Bhaiji, who was the light of Bap Dada's eyes, and
स्तंभ के रूप में
how he was the pillar of this sacrificial fire, and how he had sustained this family.
श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित करते हुए
So, in return of giving that respect to him,
प्रभु
here are the few
आपने
aspects of that poem.
नयनों में समाकर बाबा को दिल के दर्पण में दिखलाया
You have shown Baba
का प्रैक्टिकल रूप आपने
by accommodating him in your eyes, and you have sustained the family.
दर्पण में दिखलाया मिलकर आपसे हर कोई होता गदगद दो बोल से यज्ञ
Everyone will have goosebumps when they meet you, when they listen to your two versions.
हिलती डुलती जो नाव कभी
The boat which is just
कई ऐसी
gets affected by the storms, because the sacrificial fire had witnessed many storms and many situations of upheaval. So the boat which was shaken by the storms, you have made the boat reach the
दिल के दर्पण में
the other side.
प्रभु पालना का प्रैक्टिकल रूप आपने समझाया
So you have explained the right way
चारों ही विषयों में
by taking that sustenance of Baba.
के दिखलाते विश्व सेवा के प्लान बनाकर खुद प्रैक्टिकल में लाते
You made the plans of world transformation and you made them practical, and while listening and relating it to others, you have explained the secrets of the knowledge, and by merging Baba in your eyes, you have shown Baba from your heart,
आपने समझाया
and you have explained the form of God's sustenance. By merging Baba in your eyes, you have shown Baba through your heart.
कई बार मीटिंग्स में कहीं भी थोड़ी बहुत बात से जैसे भारीपन आ जाता था
When the atmosphere becomes little heavy in any of the meetings and conferences, the
भारी बातों को
sense of humor that he had, he used to make everyone laugh, and he used to make everyone shine by making everyone have the faith that Baba is here.
किया
He was carefree and he made everyone carefree,
कर बादशाह कहलाया
and can be called the carefree emperor. By merging Baba in your eyes, you have shown Baba through your heart,
प्रैक्टिकल
and you have
ने समझाया
explained the practical form of God's sustenance by merging God in your eyes and showing
नयनों में समा
through the mirror of your heart.
दिल के दर्पण में दिखलाया ऐसे भाई साहब को हम श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित करते हैं
Let's pay our respect and tribute to such a wonderful Brahman brother.
बहन का गोल्ड का लक्ष्मी नारायण का बैच गिर गया है। जिस किसी को मिला हो कृपया तुरंत ही स्टेज के पीछे आकर के दे दे, या खोया पाया में जमा करा दे तुरंत। ओम शांति।
प्यारे बाबा तेरी राहों पर चला करे हम चला करे सद्गुण से हम संवार जीवन हो सद्गुण से हम संवार जीवन और सभी का भला करे प्यारे बाबा तेरी राहों पर पवित्रता की पावन राहें तुमने हमें रहता पल भर ना भूले, इन पलकों में पला करे। प्यारे बाबा तेरी राहों पर सेवा का जो हमको लक्ष्य महान दिया, हमको लक्ष्य महान दिया। बेहद जग कल्याण भावना हमने अमृत पान किया, हमने अमृत पान किया। महातिमिर में तूफानों में महातिमिर में तूफानों में परम ज्योति बन जला करे। प्यारे बाबा तेरी राहों पर चला करे, हम चला करे। सद्गुण से हम सवारी जीवन और सभी का भला करे। प्यारे बाबा तेरी राहों पर।
Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Ratan Mohini ji. Om Shanti. The more you dance in happiness,
नाचते हो उतना ही ये खुशियाँ अंदर में सदा बनी रहे और चेहरे
they
पे
will remain
खुशी की
inside you and the smile will be visible on your face.
सारा दिन तो
We
तालियां
will
नहीं बजाएंगे,
not clap all the day long,
सारा दिन
but throughout the day, wherever we go,
चेहरा सदा
we will have a smiling face.
और मुस्कुराता चेहरा
And a smiling face will also remind ourselves that in whose memory we smile. Om Shanti.